F-O-G. Bring you guys into the video, man. It's been a long time coming, bro. But I kept getting, man. We're in the finale, man. It's been a long time coming, bro. I'm not saying it's gonna be over in terms of, I don't know, your path, but there's a finale stage that we are approaching for the ones that this resonate to. So it's like, there's been a lot of things going on, man, but this is a part of the finale, you know? It could have been years coming to this part, man. But they told me that we're entering a finale stage. Everything's going to be laid on the map for everybody to see, because it's a finale. We've seen every piece of the show except the final part. And the final part, you know it's going to shock. You know there's some shock value in it, especially your enemies. I got this the other day that, hey man, these people's reputation will be unrecoverable. Just like you dropping $100 bill on a goddamn subway, you ain't never getting that motherfucker back. Certain motherfuckers, they ain't gonna never get a reputation back to what it was, a hidden reputation, you know, people that really don't know who they are. But everything that these people been doing, everybody gonna see it, man. And not everybody fuck with that shit. And not everybody fuck with that shit publicly. So you have people dealing with these people, but on the low. On the low, they ain't really, you know what I mean? They ain't really fucking with it, but behind closed doors, I mean, nobody knows. They just like people with them sex fetishes. You know what I'm saying? It's like, yeah, you do that shit behind closed doors, but you ain't got the balls to do it in public. That type of energy. So, yeah, man, these people's reputation are gonna get cooked, man. People gonna see people for who they are, and it's just gonna show from another lens, not coming from you, that everything that you peep about certain individuals is gonna be coming out, bro. From a whole nother angle, from a whole nother perspective, from a whole nother source, from a whole nother channel. You know, because you probably knew all along what these people was on, what was going on, but you got people hitting it to the T that ain't even in your circle, if you know what I'm saying. It's like, yeah, people are hearing about shit you ain't even saying nothing, but it's adding up and it's matching up. So there ain't no running from what people did, man. You can't run and hide and act like you didn't do what you did when everybody know what you did. You know, you got thieves, everybody know. Everybody gonna know you a thief. You didn't earn that shit. And you're a murderer, everybody gonna know you murdered somebody. You're a liar, everybody gonna know you've been lying. You've been cheating, everybody gonna know you've been cheating, man. We're in the finale part. You know, we in the finale part. I heard that the Divine got enough backup. I don't know what's been going on, bro, but I don't know how it go, but I know it go like this, you know? It's like when you're on your path, it's just weird phases we go in, man. And you gotta get through those phases in order to get to where we're at. And it ain't been easy though, man. I'm not gonna lie, it's been hard. It's been hard, man. That's why I take breaks. I never give up. But dude, I go through so fucking much, man. I can't be on here like you know. There's a lot of shit going on, man. And I gotta lock in, bro. I swear to God. Now, I do miss being here almost every day, bro. I ain't gonna front, but I'm looking at it like, hey, man, I gotta go take care of myself first. So I gotta come first. But you know I love my people. And I'm finna get back on it. It just, you know, I had a lot to work on, man. I ain't gonna front. I really didn't have no time to, you know, drop any videos. So I kind of had to take a break from things. But yeah, man, we're in the finale stage, bro, and your life ain't over with. I know you could be in your 30s, bro, your mid-20s, and you feel like, man, I just lost a lot of years of my life, bro. Trust me, you're being preserved, bro. Your prime years have been doubled, bro. So if you're 30 now and you've been doing this shit for like 6-7 years, up in your mid to early 20s, your prime has been doubled, even past that, bro. because man, you've been doing divine work. Like that's why I'm like, I'll be kind of going back with myself. I'm like, bro, why do I have to do this again? I'm like, oh yeah, I forgot. I have to live a certain type of way for the great mother, man. In order for me to fulfill a path, I have to do it a certain type of way. I really do. And sometimes that gets me back. I'm like, okay. Because sometimes I'm like, bro, I'm just gonna go do what I know how to do. Make it easier. But I remember like, hey, you gotta do it a certain type of way. You just can't do what you want. Doing, working for God, working for the great mother. You gotta do it a certain way, man. And that's what grounds me back to the core. Like, all right, I just can't do whatever the fuck I want. Okay, bad. Let me lock in. But yeah, man. People that's been obedient on the path, bro, regardless of what was happening, bro, you gonna get blessed, man. Because like, yeah, your obedience has not been ignored, man. The divine is still there, bro. I don't care how it seems. It's just we go in phases where things, confirmation with the horn, just things happen the way they happen. But that don't mean the divine ain't there. That ain't mean they're not protecting you, guiding you, this, that, and the third. But I know everybody got different things they gotta go through, man. Especially when you're working for the great mother. Especially when you work for the great mother. When you work for the divine, yeah. You gotta do it a certain way to get it completed. And it's all good, but I'm speaking to the ones that held their faith and locked it down. Oh yeah, you got yeah, you're at the finale part, bro. You're at that finale part where you're gonna see it, like all the progress you made. You're gonna see it unfold, bro. You're gonna see it unfold right in front of your eyes, like, oh wow, I did that. All your progress is gonna start coming undone in a sense where people are gonna see it, like the build up, like, oh, this motherfucker's been on this path for a long time, that type of shit. People are gonna see it for what it is, man. It definitely was a journey, man. Like, I'm not gonna lie, me speaking on myself, I've been on this path for about 6-7 years. It probably, maybe even longer than that. Like I said, after high school, bro. Like, I always been a spiritual nigga, but I think it snapped on about when I was done with high school. When I was done in high school, I believe it kind of snapped on. But I've been really at it for like 8-7 years, bro. Since like 2018. Yeah, since I was going hard. About 2017, 18, man. And that's a long ass time. I'm still on this path, bro. Never gave up. And there's been times where I surrendered, bro, and things didn't get easier, if that makes sense. Meaning, like, sometimes you think, oh, they telling you to surrender. Let great mother take the way, man. I did it a couple times, and fuck me, bro. That path was crazy. But I held it down, man. I held it down, bro. I didn't lose it. And that's just having faith. Sometimes you gotta go down certain paths you can't fully see or understand, and know that you're protected, bro. That's when your faith come into play, bro. And I'm speaking to the ones that passed all their tests, and they're getting to that finale stage where people gonna see the type of path you was on, and you're gonna see, because there's some things you forgot. I look back and I'm like, dude, I forgot I went through that stuff. And people are gonna see it, bro. Like, your dedication, your hard work is not going unnoticed from the divine, because the divine took heavy interest in your path, man. Like, they weren't gonna leave you astray, bro. They weren't gonna leave you astray. So now we at that part where you're gonna see it. You're gonna see your divine works. It definitely wasn't for the faint of heart, man. I'll say that, man. It wasn't for the faint of heart. Only the strongest survive this. Especially Yeah, especially how hard these people were going. They were going hard, man. I ain't gonna lie, they were going hard. Trying to break us. That's all that was. They were just trying to break us, bro, but we didn't break. And they were trying to stop your life from even getting off the ground, bro. Just a lot you were battling, man. And to be here today is a blessing, though. Even though it wasn't convenient, it wasn't fun, it's still a blessing to be here. It just show your resilience. Shows that how tapped in and protected you are, because they threw the kitchen sink at us, bro. The whole house at us, and we still here today. So you just gotta give yourself a pat on the back. You gotta give yourself a pat on the back, bro, because you know it wasn't easy. Hell no, it was not easy. You know? It was not easy. That's why you know, it take a certain type of mentality to get through this, bro. It ain't easy, man, because you literally can't break. Even when your reality telling you, hey, bro, give up. You gotta break. I can't break. There's so many times I'm on the verge of just saying, fuck it. Don't know what I'm gonna do after. I'm like, I can't say fuck it. Like, what are you gonna do? Hey, yeah, you already know they're gonna make it hard. They're gonna make it real hard for that path. So it's like I gotta stay locked in. You know, like I just couldn't abandon the path, even though it got hard. I couldn't. It's like I'm already knee deep in it. Fuck, I look like leaving it. You know, it was one of those. I've been there plenty of times. Like I'm at that point where I just want to say fuck it. But my will won't let me. I just want to allow myself to give up. You know, we've been there plenty of times, bro. But I can assure you that your hard work is not being unnoticed. People are going to start to see the type of path you've been on, man. Straight up. People going to see it. People going to see it for what it is, man. People are gonna see it for what it is. You know, you didn't give up though. I don't care what. You may have fell down, you know, this, that, and the third, but you never gave up. And that was the key to this all, bro. Just don't give up, man. I don't care how hard it get. Just keep at it. You know, I don't care how hard it get. You just gotta keep going. Yeah, man. And you're gonna see it. You're going to see it for yourself. But that's about it, man. That's your boy, Papa Fist. I said I dropped that video for my people. You know, the finale, we're in the finale stage, bro. You're going to see the type of path you were on, bro. You're going to see it for your eyes. It's unfolding. Even just to give you a reminder that we didn't forget nothing. The divine. They didn't forget nothing, man. They knew every sacrifice you took to be on this path. They knew every ounce of will that it took for you to continue on this journey. They know. So it's just, you're going to see the fruits of your labor. You're going to see your labor real soon, man. Straight up. But that's your boy, Papa Fisco G. I'm out. You know, you guys want to send a cash donation to your boy, E.G. Fisco 1. That's all lowercase, EJJIFISKER 1, E.G. Fisco 1. Hit the Patreon, patreon.com/Simon Truths. There's an S at the end of Truth, so it's Simon Truths. You know, that's about it. But I'm out, man. You guys have a good one.